Hi everyone, hope you're having a good weekend. So we're going to be going over week 5 in this video. So this week starts a different phase of the course in that we get started on the extended inquiry project, which is started by you choosing a topic or a guiding question based on the material that the first 4 weeks covered. So any issues that were raised by the readings, TED Talks, and discussion of those are possible topics. So for Monday, what you're going to be doing, you definitely want to go through Monday's assignments in the order that they're listed. So this may not be true if you're working from the home page with the to-do list that Canvas gives you. So make sure that you're going through them in this order so that by the time you get to here, you have read these two already because they are required to post a response here. Okay, so the first one is a activity where you are reading and doing an optional reflection here. So you can save this on your own. There's nothing you're turning in, so that's optional. Then you've got some information on what is inquiry-based research versus thesis-driven research, another optional reflection. Again, those are things you can do on your own if you'd like, but you do want to know the material. Then your reading, research starts with answers from our textbook. Remember, these are bad ideas about writing. So the author is going to seek to refute the idea that research starts with answers. Okay, so once you've done that, you have some questions about those two readings, and then a list of topics or questions that you're interested in based on the course material so far. Okay, and then on Monday also, I want you to review the guiding question infographic assignment, which is going to be due Friday, and review you go back and look through the Parler syntheses, Parler responses, and think about what are the topics that you're most interested in, the most drawn to that we've covered so far in the class, and choose one or maybe two for this activity. So you're going to draft at least one inquiry-driven guiding question, and you're going to use these guidelines to help you with that. And you're just posting a question, okay? And that's it for Monday. And then let me go back to our week 5 here. On Wednesday, one more thing. On Tuesday, I will have formed your research groups by Tuesday. So you will see an email with an invitation to a Google folder. You will, from now on, turn in any major inquiry project assignments in that folder. So coming up this week, that means your guiding question infographic will be in the folder, as well as your research log. Okay, so those things are going to need to be in your group folder so that your group members will have access to them for peer review. So when it's time to do this, you're going to look for which classmates are in your research group and post a response to their questions in the discussion forum. Okay, and here's your guidelines here. So you're giving some feedback on their questions to make sure that they're open-ended and that they're on topic with the course material. Okay, and then you also have an introduction to peer review activity where you're looking at some short readings and answering these questions here. Okay, and that's for Wednesday. And then on Friday, you're turning in your guiding question infographic. Remember to look at that walkthrough video if you haven't already. The main purpose of this assignment is to pose a research question based on the material that we've had so far. So it's got to be something that the material we've read or watched so far is the leaping off point into your own research topic. And then you need to show us how you ended up at that question. So what from our class led you to that question? And if you haven't used Google Drawings before, don't worry. There's a quick tutorial here, but what we're doing here is trying out this new format. Most people have not used Google Drawings, so don't worry. The purpose is to get the content on there and the best that you can, not to have a perfect infographic. So you want to make focus that you're getting the material that needs to be there on there. And I have a sample right there. Okay, and then you're going to be setting up your research logs. Once again, very important. Make sure you're doing this in your group folder that you will get a link to on Tuesday. And please follow each of these steps very carefully. So it's going to be really important that you follow the instructions for heading. It may seem a little picky at first, but you will see that once we start accumulating research logs, the headings do become very important in helping keep your document organized. All right. Once you do that, I believe that we have the CRAP test introduction. So this is a shorter, a shorter introduction to this topic, and we're going to be using this thing called the CRAP test to help you evaluate sources in what you find for your research topic coming up. So please make sure you watch this, and then there's also should be able to see that there, the infographic there for you to look at. And then you are going to do a short reflection as well. Okay, and that is it for this week. This week is getting us set up to start our research, so it's really important that you follow through each of the steps that we're going through this week. So please let me know if you have any questions. I'll talk to you all next week.